What is up, everybody? My name is Dane Thompson. Welcome back to another episode of Burndown. So, today what we're going to do is the car is still in the trailer. Basically got back from the dyno yesterday, pulled everything in, just kind of left it there. So we're going to get this thing unloaded. And then I don't know if I showed you guys or not. I haven't even opened the box. This is how busy I've been. Massive Systems. These are braces, and then these should be the correct trailing arms. And you can see I haven't even opened anything because I've been super swamped. But we're going to the track tomorrow, so I'm going to get this put on, these put on. I've never actually disconnected the front sway bar on the car. Like, people always ask me what I have for suspension, and I'm like, it's stock. I haven't touched it. And then I think people think that I actually did stuff. I haven't done anything for the most part. So, although I did cut springs to lower the thing down so it'd look cooler before we decided to actually drag race the thing. So that's where the stance came from. So it's got cut springs on it. And then I put a 9-inch in it. I never checked pinion angle or anything. I just put the bars, I measured the bars, I made top bars for it. I made them the exact length of the originals that came out. So what we're gonna do today is I would put the trailing arms in, the braces in, check the pinion angle, so I have no idea where that's at, and then we're gonna remove the front sway bar. I'll just pull that out altogether. We're not doing any street driving right now, and I'm fine with not having that in there. So that should help with weight transfer. So what we're doing tomorrow is we're looking for pretty much a better 60. The fastest 60 it's ever runs a 1.7 60 foot. So if we could improve on that at all, it's going to help tremendously. I'm still on a Mickey Thompson 235 drag radial street tire. It's pretty much the crappiest tire that Mickey Thompson makes. They make phenomenal tires, but that one it's hard enough that you can take it and drive it on the street, and you can make dyno pulls with it. So any of their good tires, slicks and whatnot, if you put them on a dyno, they'll just eat themselves alive because they're nice and soft and they bite. So that tells you that this tire is pretty damn hard if you can put it through a dyno run and it doesn't die. So we'll see what we can do on this tire at some point. We're going to move to an 8.5 slick. I think that's where the car is going to live. If we run Rocky Mountain Race Week, I'm going to go for the Rowdy Radial class. Hopefully it still exists by next year. It seems like every time I try to do some stuff and I'm like, oh, I got enough time, I can get things ready, and it just disappears. But if that class disappears, we'll just put it in whatever else anyway. Also, I think we're going to add some gear to it. We'll see what the speed is tomorrow. I guess that's not even a great indication. It's not quarter mile, but yeah, like $7 grand. This thing was only doing like 122, 123, something like that. So that's not very fast at all. It's a 390 gear, 26-inch tall tire. But I did trap at 132 in Arizona. So I don't know, something a little funky is going on. I guess we'll kind of see where we're at tomorrow. If it's maybe it's pushing through the converter, but eh. So let me unload, and then we will get to it. It's kind of going to be a warm one today. I'd like to finish this up, kind of clean the car, go through it. I want to set up kind of two-step and all that stuff, make sure everything's kind of ready to roll, so when we get there tomorrow, I don't have to fart around with it too bad. Oh, also, I'll have to look on my shelf, but the radiator cap was pushing water. So that's the original cap that came with my used radiator, and it's always had a small, like, coolant leak. But when the car's running, it was never leaking, and then like sometimes you park it and there'd be some water, and I'm like, man, and I was always tightening. I thought it was coming out the little puke thing or whatever. Well, on video yesterday, it actually, the cap pushes up and it pukes it. So it did it a couple times when I started pushing more boost, and then in the lower boost range it would do it, but it would just kind of barely trickle out. That's why I've never caught it, and the radiator's all stained. Well, that's what it's from. So we'll get a big boy cap. We'll get whatever the highest pound, if it's like 16 or 20 or whatever, we'll put that on there. Hopefully glue that bad boy shut, fill it back up with coolant, and we should be good for tomorrow. So we'll get everything, like I said, cleaned up. We'll get it loaded this afternoon, then we can be rock and roll tomorrow. I don't have to screw around. I can hopefully be on time. So let me do the dance with these things. We'll clean up so I don't have to lay in junk. We'll pull the Maliboom in. We can even probably back it in, and then mess with some suspension stuff today. Let's go say hi to the princess. She was over here. Hi, beautiful. You ready to go inside already? Are you ready to go inside already? What are you doing? What are you doing over here with your booger eye, huh? What are you doing over here with your blind booger eye? Hi, hi. Hi. Oh, she's so shaky. It's all right, Peaches. All right, good girl. What are you doing? Ah, Bulldog funny. All right, Bulldog. I'm gonna go work. You gonna go in the house? You got a booger eye. Clean your eyeball. Come on. You gonna go on break? You gonna go on break? You go on break? No? We're not going bye-bye, silly. Oh, she's so cute. Where are you going? You gonna go somewhere? We're not going riding. I'm not going anywhere yet. All right, let's not play with the Bulldog. I gotta get to work and then explain to her that I'm actually not leaving right now. All right, trailer moving fiasco is accomplished. I'm just gonna leave it hooked up because we're gonna load the car back up in a little while. And then I finally coaxed Peaches out of the car and she got at least a little ride. So I think she's a little happier. So that is it. Let's go move the boom around and look at the rear suspension. Hold it with two hands so you don't get splinters. All right, let's go. Stuff it on the front wheels. On the front wheel. And we need to put it on the front of the front wheel so it doesn't roll forward. Right here. And then you put the point this way. There, it's a makeshift wheel chock. I guess we can go, we'll go this way. There. Now let's go jack this bad boy up. You gonna help me? Yeah? All right. And look under there. You gotta go all the way under that pumpkin. See it way in there, the blue thing? Push it in there. Push it hard. Oh, hold on. 1 second. Okay. We're under it. Does it look good? What do you think? You good? All right, let's jack it up. Push. Oh, push. Push hard. You gotta go all the way up, dude. All the way down. Here, you push it down. Stand up, push on it. Push on it. Do it again. Look at you made the whole, watch you make the whole car move. Did you see it? You're moving the whole car. Push it. You gotta stand up, push hard. Yeah. Alright, here's a look underneath. Stock shocks. I put the 9-inch in and then cut springs and lots of cobwebs. So today, I need to make a Cookie Monster sticker for that. Maybe we'll do that if we have time. Original trailing arms and bushings. You can see they're a little roached out. And then Reed let me use this for roadkill. I'd like to put a proper one in. Maybe we'll order that, but we don't have it for today. So let's see how we go. It's funny because I don't know if that bolt's gonna come all the way out. So I think it's gonna be a big fiasco, man, to get this bolt out, because I think it's gonna be longer. It's gonna hit the backing plate, which means the whole backing plate is gonna have to come off to do the arm, which is way more work than I anticipated, but it is what it is. So I'll time lapse it. Let me rip all this stuff apart, and then that's pretty unfortunate. That makes me a little sad. Okay, figured I'd just kind of explain why I'm pulling axles out. It's because these bolts right here, the head is on this side, so now I know better. Put the head on this side, and I shortened this axle housing, so these are actually in the stock location, but the ends are further in. So when I put it back together, I didn't have everything on there, so I put the bolt in backwards. So now I know, reassemble this, and then I can slide the bolt from this direction, and then we won't have this issue anymore. But for today, we basically got all kinds of problems. But I did replace this axle seal the other day because it was leaking. I didn't even have one in there. And then since I had to take this one out, I did buy 2 of them. This one's pretty roached, like you can see the spring and stuff. So before we put it back together, we'll slam a new axle seal in here. So I guess it's kind of good that we had to do that. And then I'm hoping I can just leave the brake line attached and then just wiggle it out, get the bolt out. We'll replace that, and then we'll move on. We'll do the arms and the braces. All right, we got one of the trailing arms out. My buddy, well, my new friend Jerry came over. We're measuring for a custom grill, so we spent time doing that. So we're back on this. I got one of these out. So what I'd like to do is just a stock stamped steel. A little roached out, a little dry, but they were still kind of in there, I guess, so not 100% dead. Anyway, what we're gonna do is open the box, check the length, make sure everything's good. We'll put one side in, and then we'll take the other side out and repeat. The only problem with this thing is no sway bar, so we'll run without one, and then I'll have to get a nice aftermarket one, and we'll do that. So we'll open this up, I'll show you what they look like comparison, and then we'll bolt them on down. Very excited that they're wrapped in newspaper. That means a human made these, hopefully. Woo, look at that. All right, should be all polyurethane bushing with the Daily News. So we'll open these up, check them out. They look, just in the package, I think that they're gonna be awesome. So let's rip them open and find out. Probably read a headline, huh? I opted for silver too. I thought that they would be classy that way. They did have other colors, but oh, it blings pretty good. I like it. Ooh, look at that. Sparkly silver, that's bad. I like that finish. Looks to be TIG welded underneath. So, polyurethane bushings. We'll definitely give them some love. We'll hang that out to the side so people can read it. And I guess the most important part is eyelid to eyelid. Yeah, these dudes are good to go. So cool. So this will be our new one, and that is the old. So we will dump these in and be good to go. All right, so we got the passenger side off, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it was starting to let go right around here. So I didn't crack all the way through. We still had some mileage left in her, but we got the new shiny boys. So we're gonna throw these in, then we'll get it all lined up, and then I'll show you where those braces go, because we'll have to take the upper link bar hardware out to install that. It basically connects this to that point and triangulates it, makes it nice and stiff. That took a while. We got side number 2 in, and we have an issue with my trans cooler that everybody loves so much. The brace is supposed to go from this bolt to the upper arm over there somewhere. It'll go from like there to the other one. So that one's nice and open anyway. There's got to be a rod that goes that way. This is in the way, so I had to loosen this up to take the arm out anyway. I'll install that brace on that side first, and that'll give me an idea of where this needs to go, but I'm hoping we can just take and move this forward, and that'll give me enough room. So since this is loose, like I said, we'll just install the brace and then put this back wherever it needs to go, and then I should just be able to bend the lines around. I don't think I have to crack the lines or nothing, or drain any tranny fluid hopefully on my driveway. And if you guys are wondering, that's movie magic right there. I just laid under and painted the blue, and apparently I forgot to paint the front of it. So yeah, looks good from the back, not so much from the front, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna keep rolling, grab some lunch, we'll come back, and then I'll install the other brace, and then we'll figure out what to do with this, install this brace, and then these bad boys are done. And then I gotta do this seal in here, and then I can throw the axles and all the stuff in, and then after that we will set pinion angle. So I think we'll put all this together, and then I've got adjustable top bars that I made, so we'll put it together and check the pinion angle, and then if it needs more, we will do that. But I'm not even gonna really mess with that till we assemble it, put it on the ground, check it, we'll go from there. So All right, boys, here she is. So you can see the brace there. I moved the transmission cooler over. We got the brace, everything over here. Now we are onto the axle seal here. So let me rip this one out, pop the new one in. Then we put everything back together, check pinion angle, and probably have to take the top arms back out and modify them because they're already as short as they'll go. If I gotta shorten it more to bring the pinion angle up, we'll have to shorten it. If the pinion angle needs to go the other way, we're good, but can't check any of that unless it's at ride height, I'm pretty sure. So let's knock this out, kind of snug everything down, put it back on the ground, see where we're at, and then we'll go from there. We don't have a seal puller, but I got this little makeshift slide hammer deal. Hold on, Bubba. I got this little slide makeshift hammer deal. I'm gonna take one of these off and hook it and then bang on it. So let's see if that works. What do you got, buddy?
Come on, watch it.
All right, I'm watching. What do you got? What? Wheelie. Do it again.
Okay.
Let's get the angle. Yeah, buddy.
I learned that.
You learned that?
Yeah.
Nice.
I learned that by myself.
You learned that by yourself. I like it. Bingo.
What?
All right, we got it out. Work like a charm. First time, every time. We'll throw the new one in and we'll move on. That is gonna wrap up this video for today. I checked the pinion angle by my calculation. It looked like I was at -1, and I should be anywhere between -3 to, technically on a leaf spring car, they were saying like all the way to -7. But since this is a 4-link factory, we're gonna go -3, -4. We'll see where we land. But I gotta pull the top bars out and shorten them so I can get the angle I need. So we're gonna stay hard at it. I'll bring you guys back. Next video we should be out racing. Hopefully the pinion angle helps me 60 a little bit better, although I don't have a sway bar now, so we should have the gangster lean up front. So we'll see what happens. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. It's time to go race. I'm excited. I'm tired though. We're gonna power through. I'm out.